Hello and welcome. This is Kathleen Lobito, and I'll be your host for today's webinar on guaranteed acceptance life insurance and military survivor planning. Joining me today is Lynn Babin, Manager of Member and Survivor Benefits, and Cliff Brown, Vice President of Insurance Operations at AAFMAA. We will conclude this presentation with a question and answer series. So if you have any questions during the presentation, please feel free to enter them into the question bar on your screen. AAFMAA stands for American Armed Forces Mutual Aid Association and is the longest-standing not-for-profit association that empowers military families with affordable financial solutions. AAFMAA focuses exclusively on the needs of the military family and works to provide innovative, personalized, and lifestyle-appropriate financial solutions. We accomplish this by being the premier provider of affordable life insurance, expert financial investment, customized residential mortgages, and exclusive survivor assistance services, all for the military, not-for-profit. This presentation is educational, it's for general information only, and is not specific investment, legal, or tax advice for any of you individually. Do not rely on this presentation alone to guide your life decisions. Since each individual situation is unique, the life insurance that benefits you the most will not necessarily be the same as another current or former service member. For individual advice, please contact us directly. I'll go now ahead and turn it over to Lynn and Cliff to begin the presentation.
Thank you, Kathleen. Lynn and I appreciate the opportunity to be here today. In this session, we're going to talk about a product that you may have heard called Guaranteed Acceptance Life Insurance. What is it? What are its features? And who should consider it? When I found out that Lynn was going to be covering the topic of military survivor planning, we thought I could contribute from a life insurance side on products that may support this effort.
Thank you, Cliff. So under military survivor planning, I will be talking about what your survivors need to know, how to prepare now, and then essential documents that you need for planning for your survivors. Back to you, Cliff.
Thanks, Lynn. So many of you may have seen advertisements from insurance companies such as Colonial Penn, AARP, and maybe others offering a guaranteed life insurance policy to ease your family of the burden of final expenses. It is a permanent coverage that can last your lifetime, providing premiums are paid. Unlike a large term policy or traditional whole life policy, these guaranteed plans are not to protect an estate, but more in line with taking care of final expenses, burial costs, travel, and debts that you may occur at the end of your lifetime.
Right, Cliff. What are the typical issue ages for this type of plan?
Typically, what we see are issue ages that are usually between the ages of 50 and 85, and face amounts that are on the smaller side, ranging from $10,000 to $25,000 to cover those final expenses.
Now that we know the average life insurance coverage and issue ages, can you explain to our audience why a product like Guaranteed Acceptance is important?
The benefit of this kind of product is that it's specifically designed to insure people that are not able to get life insurance through the traditional underwriting review. Because there is no underwriting review, the companies accept a higher risk, therefore the insurance premiums are usually higher. In my experience in underwriting, we've come across cases where we look at somebody's health records and we can't insure them because of their medical history. That may include such ailments as cardiac issues, cancer, diabetes, and unfortunately, they're left without insurance. It's tough when we want to provide an option for our members and their family, but we are not able to get them approved for a traditional whole life or term policy. Also, we know many people that have a need for a smaller life insurance policy to cover final expenses, but they know they may not qualify for traditional life insurance policy. So this is a niche that this product covers.
Thanks, Cliff. AAFMAA works with the military community. What has AAFMAA done for our service member relating to a guaranteed issue coverage?
Yeah, our team researched the best aspects of the guaranteed issue products in the industry and have designed for our members and their families our new Veteran Survivor Plan based on those best practices. And because AAFMAA has provided survivor assistance services for over 140 years, we included our Hallmark survivor benefits in this new product as well. See, this is where this new policy ties into military survivor planning, which I know you, Lynn, will talk about later in this presentation.
Thanks, Cliff. What should somebody look for when shopping for a guaranteed acceptance product?
Right. Across the board, if you are able to medically qualify for an underwritten product, I recommend you go that route, as you should experience a better premium rate by going through underwriting. Remember, if you skip underwriting, the insurance company takes on more risk, therefore the insurance premium is higher. Just like other guaranteed acceptance plans, AAFMAA's Veteran Survivor Plan does not pay a death benefit within the first 2 years. During this period, we would refund 110% of the premium paid upon a death. After the 2-year period has passed, the Veteran Survivor Plan pays the death benefit to your named beneficiaries. Now, buyer beware. There are many offers that you may receive saying no medical, life insurance, or something to that effect. This does not mean the coverage is guaranteed. It only means the company will not require medical with the application, or they may accept and reject you based on your prescription history, motor vehicle history, or a combination of those or other factors. Be sure to read the fine print. If the company needs your permission to request data on you, it's probably not guaranteed that you will get the policy in the initial offer.
That's very good to know, Cliff. With all that in mind, is guaranteed issue life insurance worth it?
Sure, it's absolutely worth it if you're not insurable and this is your only option, or if you simply don't want to go through the traditional underwriting. It fits a specific need and your premium is locked in at issue and will never change. Because we work with military service members and their families, this new product includes Hallmark Survivor Assistance Services. Now I'm going to turn it over to Lynn to talk about military survivor planning.
Thank you, Cliff, for the great summary on guaranteed acceptance life insurance. We all receive advertisements about these types of products, and it does fill a need, which is why it's important to know the facts and do your homework. Today, I will talk about military survivor planning and what needs to be done following the death of a military retiree or veteran. Peace of mind comes with knowing that your survivors will be taken care of. That takes planning and communication. It also requires keeping up with changes relevant to you, your family, government benefits, and entitlements. Also, life insurance coverage or guaranteed acceptance life insurance policy provides your family the funds to cover final expenses, replace lost income, and protect assets. As Cliff mentioned earlier, if you are not able to get insurance through the underwriting assessment by the insurance company, a guaranteed acceptance life insurance policy provides your family funds to cover some of these expenses.
That's right, Lynn. And again, we also have our Hallmark Survivor Assistance Services with every AAFMAA life insurance policy.
You're right, Cliff. And I will talk about our military survivor planning, which is the service we offer to all our AAFMAA members. So in most situations, at the time of death, family income changes. In addition to the unique military family are the immediate income changes and notifications that need to be done after the death of a service member. First, the veteran's retired pay ends the day of their death. Therefore, Defense Finance and Accounting, also known as DFAS, must be notified quickly to stop the retired pay. We want to ensure there are no overpayments. Second, next, the application for the prorated amount of the retired pay must be completed by the beneficiary. When calling DFAS, they will let the family know who that beneficiary is. Third point, survivor benefit plan, if elected at retirement or during a qualified life event, must be applied for by the beneficiary. In most cases, it's the spouse or former spouse and is typically 55% of your base retired pay salary paid on a monthly basis. Number 4, if you have a VA disability, then a VA burial allowance may need to be applied for. The burial allowance is either $300 or up to $2,000. We have found that if a member is rated at 100% for over 10 years, the VA will send the money to the surviving spouse without an application, but that's not always the case. Number 5, if the death is deemed service-connected, an entitlement called Dependency and Indemnity Compensation, also known as DIC, must be applied for the surviving spouse. DIC is a tax-free award paid to the spouse. In most cases, the death certificate must list one of the service-connected conditions. Unique to DIC are the upcoming changes to this entitlement beginning January 2021. If the veteran worked for OPM or other companies or government agencies, other income or pensions may be reduced or stopped. Finally, Social Security for the deceased stops and the surviving spouse will receive the difference to ensure they get the amount equal to or higher earner's benefit. It is very important to communicate to your loved ones what to expect at your death. What we want to avoid is any overpayments that will be withdrawn from an account, leaving your family with questions and little money. Here's a review of some of the agencies a military survivor member's family will have to notify and work with. First, you have DFAS, Defense Finance and Accounting. We need to stop their retired pay, apply for arrears of pay, and start SBP annuity payments if it's applicable. Next, if the veteran has a VA disability rating, then you need to notify the VA and apply for burial allowance. If applicable, apply for VA DIC for the surviving spouse. Finally, ensure all other benefits and entitlements are applied for, such as OPM and other employers. Notify organizations such as Military Academy, clubs, and others. And finally, ensure you are receiving the appropriate Social Security benefit. Also very important when applying for benefits and entitlements, burial, eligibility for service members and their surviving spouse are the essential documents. These documents, if applicable, need to be stored in a safe place. So we want you to gather these documents and keep your family or personal representative informed. First, the DD-214, proof of your time in service, where you served and what you did, and medals awarded. Next, VA disability awards. List the conditions you are service connected for. Ensure your family is aware of what they are. If you die of one of these conditions or your condition contributed to your cause of death, there are other benefits that may be available to your spouse. Marriage and divorce decrees to prove of your current and past relationships. Birth and death certificates. Proof of your dependents and or their deaths. Also proof of children or adult disabled children. We want the latest retired pay statement because this provides us with other allotments for insurance policies, also the SBP beneficiary and the AOP. Social Security numbers for spouse and dependents. Current Social Security statements allowing you to know which benefit you should be receiving. Insurance policies with updated beneficiary designations. Make sure your policies are up to date. Beneficiaries are accurate, especially their relationship to you. You also want your legal documents, wills, power of attorney, trusts, estate plans, also the financial statements, accounts, and passwords. So at AAFMAA here, we have a member center and we have a digital vault on our member center. And what's awesome about our vault is that you can personally upload your own documents. But if you're not comfortable with doing this, our member benefits team will certainly assist you. You can mail them in and we will be more than happy to store them physically on our premises.
So Lynn, what can our audience do now to prepare?
Great question, Cliff. So once again, gather all of your essential documents in one place. Let your family know where to find them. Communicate with your family and/or personal representative your end-of-life wishes. Store these documents, letters of instructions, anything else into a secure filing cabinet, a physical or digital vault. And most organizations only need a copy of these documents. So, however, some insurance companies may need an original death certificate to pay out the insurance claims. So be mindful of these requirements. I know I'm repeating myself, but many of you have shared with me that you appreciate the repetition. So once again, talk to your family about military survivor planning. Review your life insurance beneficiaries and your life insurance. Make sure that the relationship for your beneficiaries is current and accurate. Let them know about your military retired pay. And if elected, let your spouse know of SVP. Also, if you are a disabled veteran, let your family know of your disability. And finally, financial planning and personal representatives. Let them know all about this. Finally, every AAFMAA life insurance policy comes with our Hallmark Survivor Assistance Services. We help ease the pain of losing a loved one by guiding your family through the maze of government entitlements and administrative processes. Some military organizations will provide you a checklist of sorts, but no other military association offers the hands-on service we do. What are AAFMAA Survivor Assistance Services? Well, since 1879, we have been assisting the surviving families of our fallen service members and veterans to apply for military and government benefits at the most vulnerable time of their lives. So our service is uniquely designed and delivered by AAFMAA Member and Survivor Benefits. At the first notification, you will be assigned a Survivor Benefits counselor. They will guide your surviving family as to the entitlements and benefits they should receive. They will also be your family's advocate. The counselor will notify the government agencies on behalf of your surviving family. And because of our long-standing experience, we have proprietary systems that prepare and pre-populate all the required government forms for survivor benefits. So make sure your profile is accurate and current. We will initiate the life insurance claims and benefit payment quickly. This includes AAFMAA and other insurance companies. We will do follow-ups on behalf of your family and ensure the benefits and entitlements are received. Your survivor will have lifetime access to our products and services. So over the many years of serving our members and their families, we often get requests for a guide to include their final wishes. AAFMAA's Military Survivor Planning Guide is something that we designed for our members and for any military service members that are interested in knowing what needs to be done at the time of their death. So here's a sample of the guide that will be available on AAFMAA's Learning Hub, and also with this presentation will also be available. This guide includes the list of notifications that need to be done, what forms are required, and what essential documents your family needs to apply for these benefits and entitlements. Also, AAFMAA's Learning Hub is a great resource for articles, webinars, and you can always ask questions by giving us a call. Once again, you and your survivor have access to our products and services, and AAFMAA membership includes life insurance products, including term, whole life, and the guaranteed acceptance life insurance. We have our member benefits. We have survivor assistance services. We also have wealth management and trust services and our mortgage services.
Thank you so much, Lynn. That was incredibly beneficial for everyone. And thank you so much, Cliff, as well, for going over guaranteed acceptance. If you had any questions during the presentation, please feel free to get in touch with us. You can do so right now by entering a question on the question bar on your screen, and we'll get back to you in the next couple of business days. Or alternatively, you can get in touch with Member Benefits using the contact information on your screen. Remember that we do these webinars every 2 weeks, that's twice a month, and you can sign up for new webinars and review past webinars at afma.com/webinars. Remember to get in touch with us whenever you need to. It is our pleasure to serve you, and we do this every day for our members. Thank you again, and we'll see you next time.